Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Settles in over the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. So just getting started so far. So Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Frank, how about the first par 5 on the golf course here at the third? Just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5 very... When he goes after it like he is here...
Good contact, good result. Frank, this is a golf course where if you were caddying for a player, you might remind them to stop and
smell the roses.
And smell the roses. Take it all in, right? I mean, it's that kind of a golf course.
Yeah, we play a lot of sterile venues now, I think is the best way to put it, 7,500 yards plus, and we don't get to smell the roses. So you come up here, it's a long trip. You know, it takes you a while to get here, that's for sure. Flying to Calgary, drive up here. It's known as a scenic area with the ice fields, but you get to sort of embrace nature and realize it's an outdoor game, and that's one of the benefits of it.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Welcome to the Fairmont Banff Springs Golf Course, situated in Banff National Park, a mile high in the Canadian Rockies with breathtaking views in every direction. A captivating and challenging course, amateurs and professionals alike constantly amazed by its sense of difficulty. The optical illusions created by the mountains towering in the distance might deceive the eye of even the most skilled player. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. We'll be calling all of the action out on the course. Let's jump down to the tee and get this started.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Still even par for the day. Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. So with that, 1 over par. So par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Just busted that. 325 yards in the fairway. Second shot here in the par 5 third at Banff Springs.
Even though the green's protected by bunkers on the left, everything sort of kicks from the player's right to the left. So you can land that ball in the right section of the green, allow it to feed towards the flag.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Birdie try up next. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Could use this. A putt for par. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, no doubt this is one of the most photographed holes in all of golf.
Be a devil's cauldron. Just get to the front of the tee there. Get the camera out. The vistas there are amazing. You see the mountains in the background. This green surrounded by the pine trees. And of course, if you like a lake or two, there's a lake just in front of that green. Just to give you that little color of blue in the snapshot you're going to take.
Like to look at them, not swim in them. Certainly not fish golf balls out. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
Well, not quite enough on that one, Frank.
Yeah, coming out of the rough, not surprising. Considerably short. Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. It happens. You have a tough hole. Time to pick up and move on after the triple bogey. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit it raw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. The main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, at this, the highest level, stroke play Really, it seems to me to be all about not wasting shots because the margin for error is so razor thin. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over. Now at the 6th hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Banff Springs Golf Club is unique in so many ways, especially known for its panoramic beauty. Challenging layout is set in the heart of the Canadian Rockies. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, ready for the call. Frank, what holes could be a real challenge out there today?
I think if you want to score well today, Rich, you're going to have to play the par 3s well. There's 5 of those. They're a good test. You've got one shot straight into that green if you want to set up birdie. There are 4 par 5s there. That's obviously where you can get your score.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And he's made the green. Drops it, and he's at even par. Already teed up here at the second.
Ah, jeez.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up
What?
considerably short.
Huh. Huh. Ain't this a... I gotta try. Shit, I gotta do anything to get out of here.
Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
He'll need to be strong with this. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
You mother.
Bit of a disappointment there.
Even par, currently.
That's what I feel like.
So, 2 over early. Frank, how about the first par 5 of the golf course here at the third? Just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Well, this could be good. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Shouldn't be a problem here.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. One will definitely hurt.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. So, 1 over par for the round. Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at
This is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little. At least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
Seems to like it.
that.
Looks like it's headed for the green. Didn't knock down the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
21 steps, or should I say feet.
Get in the hole, baby.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. One over for the day. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers. First one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
He likes it. Stay on it, man.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. On the green, and a chance for birdie.
Birdie.
Two's always better than one when you're counting birdies in golf. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand on, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand on, yeah.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Yeah, that's what they say. Easy birdie.
Well done. Back-to-back birdies. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So, start with a good one. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Really powering up here. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
Oh.